my garbage person of the week is going to be Kristi Noem for this.
It is TSA's top priority to make sure that you have the most pleasant and efficient airport experience as possible while we keep you safe. However, Democrats in Congress refuse to fund the federal government, and because of this, many of our operations are impacted, and most of our TSA employees are working without pay. We will continue to do all that we can to avoid delays that will impact your travel. And our hope is that Democrats will soon recognize the importance of opening the government.
Couple of important clarifications. One, that is an actual video of her. It's not a deep fake. I know you might think that because there was literally no life in her eyes whatsoever. That's just what being in MAGA has done to her. And two, that's not her on Fox News or something. That's like, when you're like waiting to go through TSA and they play videos and you have to listen to it a bunch of times because they play the same thing on loop. It's that. They're just playing this in airports across America, lying and saying the shutdown is just the Democrats. It's just their fault. And again, like everything has been, it's the essification of society. If you're new to politics, this is not a thing that was done. You don't take taxpayer money and put it into lying to establish your political narrative because you can see that the polling isn't going your way. And I get why they're doing this. On the one hand, they're doing it because Kristi Noem will literally quit if she's not allowed to film a video every day. Like you have to put her in full makeup, new wardrobe, everything every day or she will quit. That's why she's here. And the other is because the polling hasn't been really working out for them. They thought that this would be a slam dunk and it's not because the Democrats are actually standing up for people's ability to pay for their health care. And so instead it's now you and I have to subsidize their propaganda. Kristi Noem didn't pay for that. Donald Trump didn't pay for that. They didn't pay for it from the proceeds of Trump watches. We have to pay for that. And just add this to the ever-growing list of, well, now this is a thing you can do. So if under President Buttigieg, they gain control of the House and they're able to cause a shutdown, then we can do that. We could do it at the DMV, we could do it at the TSA. That's apparently now how they want America to work, Brett. What do you think?
Here's the thing, like that is the least likable thing you can do to people who are traveling. They're not gonna like that you're politicizing this in that scenario, because most people at an airport, but until they get literally in the air or until they land, are afraid they're gonna die. And they know that there's some bad political thing happening that they may or may not understand, but they're not gonna take your word for it. If this thing that's supposed to be someone saying, welcome, we do everything we can to keep you safe and feel good, turns into, I'm gonna blame someone for ruining everything, even though we have a Republican Senate, a Republican House of Representatives, and a Republican president and a Republican Supreme Court. And the funny thing is there is one group here who like the shutdown, they provably do want to make people's lives worse and less safe. And that is the Republicans. The reason that the government is shut down is because the Republicans want to kick people off of healthcare so they die. That's it. And it's so annoying and horrible, and I would say evil, that Kristi Noem, because she got whatever like glitz makeup she had for her glitz pageant, really wants to be on camera to do this. And it's so pathetic, and I can't imagine anyone liking it.
Isn't it sad that like for all the things that like AI can do and all of that, it can't like realistically render eyeballs? Because I bet she wishes like that you could just make like add warmth or like a human touch or something. Right. And unfortunately, there's no surgery and there's no AI that can do that.
And also like, if you're so strong, Trump and the Republicans, stop being such whiny little bitches.
Nope.
Like imagine you show up in a foreign country and they're like, we'd really love to keep you safe, but you know what? We're losing our politics war right now. I don't care.
Yeah, and they're in charge and everybody knows it. So again,
like you literally just gave me an excuse.
Yeah, they whine so constant, and I would be fine if the movement would just acknowledge that.
Yep.
Yeah, we like the idea of being strong, but it's hard. So we just complain all the time. We just whine constantly. We have basically everything. We just whine. But they want to believe, no, we're actually really strong. We bitch constantly. That's the annoying part. Okay, well with that, those are our garbage people of the week. 64,000 of you voted for the community garbage person of the week. 4% going to Benny Johnson for his AI Batman video beating migrants. That was, if you missed it, that's where he used AI to turn himself into Batman, punching a woman in the face. That is apparently his dream. 5% went to
if your name's Benny.
Yeah, that's hurting. I think that the complete misunderstanding of Batman and the desire to hit a woman, all of those are marks against him in terms of masculinity. 5% goes to Kristi Noem for doubling down on ICE being at the Super Bowl. 25% to Pam Bondi for deflecting from Epstein questions at the congressional hearing, but 67% went to Donald Trump for wanting to invoke the Insurrection Act and likely next week doing it. But let's get positive for a second. The hero of the week got 47,000 votes, 13% going to Bad Bunny for mocking MAGA over their Super Bowl meltdown, that being on Saturday Night Live. 14% to Stephen Miller's family for calling him a depraved fiend. 24% to Greta Thunberg for continuing to try to provide aid to Gaza. I was kind of hoping that one would win. But 49% went to Judge Immergut for blocking deploying troops in Portland despite being a Trump judge. So yes, that is a good thing. It seems like a low bar, but okay, good. We have a very low bar these days. And thank you to everybody who voted.